can't go live because. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. I know it's daily and it's been a week, but
it's been 4 days.
It's weekly.
Of no and 1 day of yes.
Yeah. I was at Growth Hacking Live.
That sounds interesting.
It was it was the first one ever.
Yeah.
I used to be at this time. There was the thing called traffic and conversion.
Right.
And one of the people who originally built that, then they sold that at the right time. And then that company took it to Las Vegas and it just went under. And that's all in the last few years. They created this one, and it was a lot of stuff that was really out there and just stuff they're doing and how to, it's hard to explain. If you want to know, next year they're having the event, you can go to it next year, but by then you'll be a year behind. So, I mean, one of the things I learned how to do is have automation post all my stuff for me and create my stuff for me. For Facebook, LinkedIn, and all that stuff to post it and everything, and how to do it. This one guy showed that Facebook is paying him almost 10 grand a month for all the stuff he posts and everything else.
Really?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that make a lot of money on Facebook and on Instagrams.
I don't. I make sense. I'm monetizing everything, but it's not like I'm trying. That's but that's his whole.
It's his full-time job.
Well, yes, but now he has all these So one of the things we did this week was vibe coding, which is basically there's a lot of social media AI stuff out there will help you actually create applications, real apps. And I actually started on 3 of them, and I couldn't finish it. Long story, but one's really involved. So I used 2 different softwares in the mortgage industry.
Okay.
And so I started creating one of them, and I got it almost all the way done.
Good.
And then I just got to publish it, but there's some other things I want to change. And another one is, I don't want to say on here, but basically it's kind of like a Yelp for something else.
Oh,
and then
review area.
Yeah. And another one I'll tell you afterwards, but basically I have 2, but what's nice about it is say that there's a little software you got to pay $30 for or whatever. Yeah. You can tell it, go clone this and make it better, and tell it anything else you want to do. And you can then have that software. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can give it away to people or sell it on the same place and publish it and sell it. But that's what a lot of people are doing. Instead of buying the software, they're having these things created for them, so they don't have to pay for it.
Gotcha.
And like the guy who taught us all this stuff, how he's doing it, got 4 different softwares. I'm like, I want you know what I'm going to
do? Click.
Yeah, you don't, I mean, it goes and grabs all the information. So say you need a calculator for your website, right? Okay. You can go pay somebody for it and put it on your website, or you can have it made and put on your website, and you don't have to pay anybody for it and anything else you need. And it's just simply amazing, all the stuff that can be done now that was so costly before.
That's so cool.
And a lot of companies like, well, vibe coding doesn't work for all this. Yeah, you're saying that because you don't want people to know it really works for a lot of this stuff.
Oh man.
All right, I'm going to just we're so far behind on stuff this week, so we're just going to quickly go through it. One of the things we should have talked about on Monday was last week's inventory. That went up 862,883. That's up 2,664. Not a lot. One of the things I'm seeing rates get worse, and the question really, I'm seeing that, and we'll get into some numbers, that the economy is going to do so well that the unemployment stuff's not going to continue to fail. And we're going to see inflation stay around 3%, and rates are going to stay here.
Right.
And hopefully you're making enough money where it won't matter. So the $1 million properties are selling like hotcakes, and everything in the 700 and below is not. What does that tell you? People who have money are making money.
Right.
People who have a job aren't.
Correct. People who work for other people are not.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get my high hopes.
I'm working for my wife. I'm not making any money.
All right.
Yeah.
Box of chocolates.
So do you want to see some state stuff?
Dow's up 200, and I'm just going to say the bond real quick, and I'll be done for a while.
Okay.
Dow's up 200, and the 10. So right now the 10 years at 4.18. So remember, right before the Fed said anything, it was at 3.99.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're up 20. Let's say 20 basis points, and we're flat on rates, but rates have gotten worse over this last week. Go ahead.
the interesting thing is you're talking to clients out there, and they're hearing that the Fed's going to speak and they're going to drop it at least a quarter,
And they did.
and they're anticipating that everything's going to shake loose and we're going to have better long-term interest rates. And you try to tell them, those two aren't on the same street. The last time that happened, rates went up, long-term rates went up. Most likely it'll happen again this time. And boom, here they are. They're still sitting on the fence, but now they're saying, damn it, I should have acted sooner.
Well, I always say they're on the same street. They're just going in different directions.
I did kind of a Newsom.
Yeah. Dude, that guy is just ridiculous.
What is wrong with him?
What's wrong with all the, I don't want to get so
hiring a kite?
Yeah, no, they're just weird. I mean, I'm so tired of these people, saying this stuff and causing these problems, and people are doing this stupid stuff, and then they're still saying this stuff. Shut up.
Yeah, shut the hell up.
Stop making people do stupid things because you can.
Yeah, you can't just go out there and say we need to stop this.
There is freedom of speech, but come on.
Yeah,
let's have some responsibility for your mouth. All right, go ahead.
Responsibility for my mouth?
Everybody's mouth. You didn't share that screen, did you?
I know. I did it this way. We were talking. I was interested in what you were talking about. 831 active listings in Stanislaus County right now. That's up.
What are we in? We're going to be October next week. So this is last week's, right? Or is this week's?
This is to today.
2, 4,
1, 2.
Divide. I'm trying to think of, was that?
That'd be 6 3/4.
6. We're only 6 months.
That'd be nice.
8 3/4.
8 3/4.
8.75. 275. Round up.
Oh,
276.
We fell down a little bit. 10.
We've been averaging between 275 to 278 each month.
The last two months were 286 and 285.
Not anymore.
I know. We fell. Pendings, they're always kind of hanging out in the 300s.
Yeah.
Now they're at 335, which is about 20 lower than we were
But if we're not closing them, they're going to stay there.
Yep, they are. They are. So then,
all right. So we did national numbers, and now we're doing those are local numbers. And what's the state number?
Here we go. Where is it?
I don't know. You didn't share it.
I know. I didn't. I did. Well, come on, share screen. Right there. Boom. Closed sales per day. Last week,
20.
Yeah, we were in the low 5s. This week we're in the low 5s, and that's per day in the state of California. 680 listings per day has gone up about 100 from where we were last week, and 559 pending sales. So, in the middle of the year, we were in the 7s and 8s.
Yeah, I just got notification this company can do VA down to 500. But who wants that 8.5? Yeah, who wants that 8.5 or 8?
Nobody. Well, somebody is able to get into something. I hope. Still, quarter of the realtors are not so positive. They closed the sale, or they entered into escrow, or they listed a property. I was one of those. Wow. So anyway, about the same numbers as we've been seeing for the last few months. So the world's not on fire when it comes to real estate. There are those people that are out there just kicking ass.
No, there's transactions.
Yeah.
We just showed there was 276 for the month. So if you figure how many people are in your office,
probably
50.
No, there's probably 90.
Well, okay.
All offices put together,
right? So,
and they sell in Modesto as well. It's Stanislaus County.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that's not much.
Not a big slice of pie.
No, there's not much for everybody. So that's why a lot of people are getting second jobs and doing other things.
Yep. I love the KW name tag as he brings you your Starbucks coffee. Or what was it? It was DoorDash. It was probably a burger.
You're just making that up.
No, that was actually one of our agents in the Manteca office that ordered food, was working late, and they brought it, and the guy forgot to take off his KW real estate tag.
I assume they didn't go, you want to work here?
You got to do what you got to do.
I know. Here's the thing.
Listings are coming in.
Here's the thing. This is a tough racket right now. I don't want to sound like Glenn Ross.
That's a great movie.
But this is a tough racket right now. I mean, it is very tough. And I would tell you there's so many other opportunities out there that you can do that is so much easier. Like I said, I went to growth hacking this last week.
Yeah.
I was there, got there Sunday and left Thursday morning. It is amazing what people are doing out there and how easy it is. There's so much opportunity right now in so many other things. The question really is, why are you killing yourself in a market like this? I know some people love it. That's great. And some people are just been in it for so long and they don't have to do much to do well. And that's okay too. But there's still these other opportunities. You should be building multiple streams of income. That includes passive, which is real estate, what we're in. You should be having some rentals. You'd be having some other stuff. There's so many things you need to do so that when things are horrible, you don't care. You're on vacation.
Yep. Yeah. In the Bahamas.
Yeah. All right. So Pete, we had so many things come out this week. I'm just going to go through them real quick. I'm going to go with today's first, which was PCE, the personal consumption expenditures. Bottom line, it came in with expectation.
Okay.
So I'm not going to go through all the numbers like I normally do because everybody goes, what do they need to say? Basically, it came in line with expectation.
Right.
And almost so like 2 point. So they were expecting, it already ticked up from year over year, went to 2.7%, so close to 3% for inflation.
Mm-hmm.
They want a 2% number, right? But I think they're going to come back and say we're going to be okay with 3%, because that whole 2% came out in 2018, almost into 2019, and they've been trying to keep it that way forever. And when you do that and you put your draw that line in the sand and write on there the 2%, that's what we want. That they're going to do everything to keep there. But the problem is they're probably going to stay here for a very long time and not get down to 2% till 2030.
Yeah.
So stop. So with everything I'm seeing, I see that potentially going forward, we're not going to see these rate drops. We're not going to see these things. You're going to need to just go buy those homes that you need to move into. Stop worrying about it. Sell it now. And then someday, I almost sound like a song, in the future, you'll be able to refinance. But right now, that's not going to happen.
It's not looking that direction anymore.
Not for, and I could be totally wrong, which please let me be totally wrong. But the thing I'm seeing is I want to, again, we're doing so well with all this stuff. GDP came out and it was like killing it. And that's, things like that just keeps the bonds higher and the rates higher because of that.
Right.
And the only way to get all that stuff done is to pay off the debt. And, with everybody fighting right now or in the government going, oh, well, okay, not everybody, Schumer and whatever.
Right.
We want more spending on this, and this. No, we need less spending. And if they shut down the government, Trump can just cancel so many departments.
Well,
because he doesn't have the money.
If the Democrats aren't getting the spending, they're not getting the votes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. That's not my thing. I just want people to get into homes, do what they want to do, enjoy life, and move on. All right. What do I have? GDP. All right. So second quarter GDP revised up to 3.8% on annualized rate. Better than the 3.3% they expected.
Yeah.
So durable good orders up 2.9% versus a negative 5%. Core durable goods up 0.6, another beat. So these things are showing that our numbers are doing really well out there. The only thing we saw that was bad at one point was unemployment. But I'll get to that one because it's even better. Existing home sales was flat month over month. They expected a 1.5% drop. It's still sitting at 4 million annualized unit pace. That median price is 422,600. Monthly supply is 4.6 months. We're still in a balanced market. We're not in a buyer's market. We're in a balanced market. Here's how the breaks down. Buyer breakdown. 28% of people are still paying cash. They don't care about the interest rate.
Right.
21% are investors. 28% are first-time home buyers. 20% of the homes sold above list price. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
Those are the $1 million ones.
Yeah, it's still happening. All
right. So here's the thing that really messed everything up this week. New home sales in August up 21% to 800,000 units, beating the 665,000 estimate.
This is nationwide.
Yes. Highest sales since January of 2022. Median price is 414,000.
Affordable.
Yes. Supply down to 9 months from 7.4 months.
Wow.
Supply from what? down from 9 months to 7.4
7.4
months.
Okay.
I can't read that.
The other sounded like it went up.
I know it did because I said it that way. All right,
So-
mortgage applications. Last week, purchases were flat, refinances were up 1%, and application volumes holding at 2022 highs. Well, I ain't doing my 2022 numbers. The rates averaged 6.3% last week, still higher than what we thought it was going to be, and the activity was up 30% year over year. However, once we get into next week and we look at this week, I guarantee you we're going to see that those rates, that average, what they're talking about, Fannie Mae at 6.34 is probably going to be closer to 6.5, which is not major, but it's still better than 8.5 and 8.25. What we've been in some really high rates, and we're not there right now.
So which is good. I
want to talk about ICE, but not the one that's been in the news. This is the one that talks about delinquency rates on homes and all that stuff. There's a 5% increase due to, and I think this has to do with rental, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there was some delinquencies, but they're thinking that it's because of how there's 31 days in August and it fell on a Sunday, causing delayed payment processing. So this is the same pattern we had in 2003, 2008, and 2014 because how August 31st fell on a Sunday.
So they're not really late.
No, they're not really worried about this. Is not a spike in borrowed distress. It's a timing issue.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Next week we got money. So next week is
they should just figure for it.
Yeah. Next week we got jobs. We got some more job stuff plus pending home sales.
Cool.
Monday's pending home sales. We hope some happens. Tuesday is home price index and JOLTS. That's
my favorite.
Just over broke job reporting. Wednesday's mortgage applications, ADP employment. Thursday's jobless claims. Friday's BLS jobs report. Potentially there could be a delay in that report. Do you know why?
It's Monday.
No, this is Friday.
No, it's going to be Monday. I have no clue. Why?
It's because there's a possible government shutdown.
Oh, yeah.
And not possible, but
it sounds like it's going to happen this time.
I hope it happens.
Yeah. Schumer wants $7 trillion for surgeries on minors to transfer over.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To become a different gender.
Oh, well, I'm not going to touch that right now.
No, it's probably a messy little thing.
I'm sure. It's, it's not my, I think they should. Anyway, we'll shut up.
Yeah. The only thing I'm going to say is, you get more stuff, right?
No, that's it. I just quickly put them all together for the whole week because there's not really much today except for locking.
Don't be confused by 50. It's not
the bill.
Yeah, the bill.
Is it still a no? Right?
It's still no. So no is the correct way to vote on 50 if you don't want to participate in gerrymandering and moving to the.
If you want to keep it with the way we set it up so that it was fair. You want to say no.
Right.
I always go whatever Newsom wants. I say no.
I say no too.
I saw that high-speed rail. That was some beautiful high-speed rail that I drove by down there on the way home going, man, they spent a lot of money on that concrete.
1,600
That
feet.
is beautiful.
It really is.
And it's in the middle of nowhere just sitting there. So, everybody who wants to vote for him and vote for all his stuff and everything, please go through how they really wasted money. Don't just, I love him.
Yeah. He looks like the devil. And there's no rail on it.
I don't care which way you fall in this thing. We do not want to change the way we do this. The whole thing in Texas was because the courts ordered them to do it.
Right.
Period. Trump had nothing to do with it.
Yep.
So if you think and listen to these people skewing the words,
do some research.
Mess up this state of California even
further.
Worse.
Yeah.
We need it golden again. The only way to get golden again is have competition and on each side and have the best come to their thing, not the worst just because we're pushing these people here. I'm sorry.
Chuck Lynn just joined us, and I think he just got back from a week of CAR meetings last week down south. I wonder what happened. We haven't had reports yet.
They had meetings.
I know.
It's funny. I was at Growth Hacking. I keep saying it was at the hotel. American was that Auto Workers? The union.
Yeah.
What is it? UAW.
Right.
Yeah. They were there.
Uh-huh.
And you just, and man, those guys can drink.
You didn't try to keep up with
No,
them,
hell
did you?
no. But they were like, here's shots for, oh my God.
No shots.
Yeah.
We're not 15.
And then, so we had growth hacking, which is all about AEO, which is the AI stuff.
Okay.
And there was another conference there called Brightside SEO. Well, if you know anything about what's going on, SEO is dead.
It is dead.
And they had a whole conference on it going, and it should have, I'm like, we have the other conference downstairs that's saying you guys are dead.
Yeah.
So
you want to come down and join us?
Yeah. I thought for sure somebody would get a little sticky thing and slap on their stuff.
SEO is dead.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not in their industry for some reason.
Well, no, they won't be dead for a very long time until Google completely finishes up what they're doing. So what Google's doing with their AI is how they're training it. They're not using any of their Google search stuff. They're not using their Google search at all.
Okay.
Because they know it's flawed.
Yeah.
But ChatGPT and the other ones are using Google stuff to create stuff with it. And so what's going to happen is Google's going to eventually win.
What are they?
How they were the top search person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna, because they're reteaching.
DuckDuckGo's not going to be it anymore.
Well, I'm not worried about it. No, if you look at so if you buy an Apple Chromebook for your kids like that, there is no Google search on it anymore. It's their AI for the
just
search
their
only.
AI.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I may have to buy my kids a notebook and keep it.
Yeah, if you buy yourself one. Yeah. All right,
kids.
Thanks for putting up with the fact that we weren't here all week. We appreciate you, and don't worry, we'll be back next week.
Next week.
This weekend on the radio is a replay because we're not going to be able to have time to get in there and finish everything up this week. I know it's all my fault.
I'll take some blame.
That's all right. It's all my fault.
Have a great time. Enjoy the weekend. Listen to our replay. It'll be some best of. And remember, no 150.
Yeah, definitely no 150.
Yeah. Thanks so much, kids.
All right. And have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.